coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times except when actually eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often and thoroughly, cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain...
Right, I'm assuming we're live.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Hello, I don't know if anybody can hear me. So this is Kevin. This is my first live stream. Things are going terribly currently. The phone's in upside down, which is why I think there's something in the corner. And the first one I did was unlisted, so nobody saw it. So thanks for learning along with me. I am not the center of attention here, though, because there's a little attraction that has opened here at the Magic Kingdom called the PeopleMover. Yes, it is the line for the PeopleMover, so it's pretty substantial. It runs, well, we can't actually, you can't see where it starts, but there's, oh, that you maybe can see the guy with the sign. If you look just to the left of that umbrella, somebody's got a little sign back there. Yes, pause up, K-Jack. So yeah, thanks for coming along. I'll try not to blow this too badly. What I'm thinking is we'll probably try to get 2 rides in on it. So I'd say we have another 10 to 15 minutes in line for this first one. We'll get back in, do it all over again a second time. The total wait is about 30 minutes. So, and what I can tell you is, so they are not loading every car, which is not a surprise. Some of them have the first, third, and fifth car in a train loaded. Others have the second and fourth. Most of them only have 1 or 2 groups per train because they're having, with their distancing on the speed ramp going up, they're having a hard time keeping a large enough flow of people to actually put them in the trains as fast as they are able to, as far as capacity. So it's not moving as fast as it really ought to be, but hey, it's open and we'll take what we can get. They've never waited more than 5 minutes for it. Well, that was probably a long time ago, and things have changed a little bit in the last year. K-Jack, no, I got some fries from McDonald's on Friday, so thankfully I'm at a place in my life where I can get my own potato and potato related products. And it's also my first time using a stabilizer, so I will try to do what I can with this thing, but that also may be a little messy. But you're going to get video on the PeopleMover. I can almost promise you that.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover, your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland.
Tom actually pays us in tomatoes because he says they're both a fruit and a vegetable, so it's like he's giving us 2 things.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover, your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland.
So yeah, the line is pretty long. They started out what you see right here by this bench was where we started lining up this morning at about 7:20. After it opened, they pretty quickly added extra queue space and rerouted it a little bit. I think the Disney company was surprised that people enjoy the PeopleMover, so I guess that came as a shock to them.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle Tour of Tomorrowland. Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. Your quiet and carefree highway of the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle Tour of Tomorrowland. Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover. Your quiet and carefree.
The track only goes through Tomorrowland.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle Tour of Tomorrowland. Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover. Your quiet and carefree highway of the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle.
More Beverly, please. I haven't been looking, so that it opened, I don't actually know what time it is, but it opened a little after 2 o'clock, I want to say. It was kind of a blur because we didn't really get like much advance notice. They pulled the signs saying that it's being refurbished and that it's closed, and probably 30 seconds later they took down the chain and let us into the queue and immediately onto the ride. That wasn't the answer to your question, but I think most of the other bloggers and vloggers and whatnot have kind of gotten what they needed and moved on at this point. So there's not as many, but there's still plenty of people around doing video. And I'll also apologize. It seems like the chat kind of comes in spurts, so I may or may not be getting everything or getting it on time.
We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle Tour of Tomorrowland.
Hi, Danielle. I'm assuming that's our editor, Danielle. If not, hi anyways.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover. Your quiet and
So yeah, like I was saying earlier, if you kind of watch the speed ramp as we're in line, people are trickling in very, very slowly. That's the choke point right now. Juniper, I would say 10 to 15 minutes at this point. So you can see they have both the speed ramps going. The exit one is only intermittently making horrifying noises, so maybe they put a little work into it to try to improve it, but it's not been as obnoxious as other times. And well, unlike Eric and Axel and Allison, I don't care if I get fired from streaming. I will try to do the requisite go to the website, WDWNT.com, Check out the WIGS, patreon.com/WDWNT. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Thank you, Robert D, for the super chat. That's another thing you can do to help us out and keep these going is the super chats. Robert D says, for the coverage of the People Mover opening. Yes, we absolutely would not miss this one. In Eric's defense, he was here with me at like 7 a.m. to get into the park both yesterday and today in an attempt to do these on his own, but it just didn't work out from an opening timeline standpoint. Yeah, that's correct. Pennies for $1. You can get 4 pennies for $1. That is the Disney value proposition. Bob Chapek's working to implement that exchange rate really anywhere he can within the company. But they got the People Mover back open today, so we'll let them slide for one day. Do some gratuitous shots of the People Mover signage here. Yeah, photographer for a streamer. I did that Mother's Day Mimosa Gâteau yesterday. Go read that on the website. Like the pictures were good, but also give us a click on the website. That's what keeps the lights on. Oh, Robert D, thank you again. So that one will keep Eric employed. Even though he was out here both days and really got nothing accomplished, like, you know, no offense to Eric. Also apologize if it gets a little windy. Again, I don't have any of the right equipment. I'm streaming on my phone. May or may not last. The battery may die like mid-ride of the first ride. Ufio, the changes made, there really were no changes made. It looks like they've cleaned up a few of the scenes along the ride. So they look a little cleaner and nicer, but they're not any different. The audio spiel hasn't changed at all. Jonathan, yes, we were in line for the People Mover, which the People Mover sign may or may not indicate. It's also presented to you by Alamo. So, you know, Disney's kind of switching out here with their motorcade cars from Enterprise. So I don't really know where their loyalties lie, but this particular one is compliments of Alamo. A good point, Juniper. Yeah, that is apparently one change. The cars don't crash into each other, but, you know, give it time. You never know. Yeah, that's true. Alamo probably predated Chapek, so. So now we go with the awkward phase where we're in a crowd of people for a few minutes and you just get video of people standing and waiting for the ride. Astro Orbiter is working. It's had a much shorter wait since the People Mover opened. Like, it went down to about 5 or 10 minutes. So People Mover commandeered some of the Astro Orbiter queue, which we'll see here in a few minutes. Oh, there's that ride.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland.
Jonathan, the line's about 30 minutes or approximately 740 feet. Don't know which one you were wanting.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit with PeopleMover. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland. Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit with PeopleMover. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland.
Ooh, okay. It's going crazy. Oh, Jojo is up there. Hi, Jojo.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit with PeopleMover. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland.
And again, in Eric's defense, he gave me an excellent lesson on streaming and use of the stabilizer. So a few of the lessons he gave me were which way to put the phone in. I put it in the wrong way. He also reiterated, and he couldn't say it enough times, make sure the stream is public. I definitely went live with the stream private the first time and had to redo it. So there's been a little bit of user error involved here.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit with PeopleMover. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland.
Tom might be on his way. I honestly don't know. Two thumbs up for me. Thank you. I don't accept one. Told myself I would never be stabilizer guy, and yet here I am, putting my pride aside to bring you the PeopleMover. So yeah, two thumbs. Okay, so now here we are at the Astro Orbiter queue, or what was the Astro Orbiter queue, like 2 hours ago. And what you'll notice is these distancing markers are a little backwards, and that's because they're not for the PeopleMover. So they just kind of threw this together just to get a little more space. Working okay. No, they definitely were not prepared. And even though the president of Walt Disney World and Disney Parks blog, which is basically the PR arm of the company were both saying it will open by the end of the weekend. Cast and management were like, maybe this weekend if everything goes well. So as usual, the communication between the left hand and the right hand wasn't necessarily the best. But the cast here have been doing a great job. I mean, they haven't missed a beat. Once it got open, everything's been awesome. It went down for maybe a minute. I shouldn't say down. It stopped for about a minute where the train stopped moving. But I think that was probably because somebody didn't make it into a vehicle on time when they were boarding. And it was going, again, about a minute later. So other than that, it's been going strong. We've got more of our backwards queue markings here. It's not the way to go if you want PeopleMover. Yeah, the chefs were evacuated. Some people on Twitter were saying, oh, maybe they were just testing evacuation protocols, which isn't a bad idea, except that maintenance immediately after that stoppage was out working the track in specific areas, so really didn't seem like it was something that was intended when maintenance has to respond to it immediately after. Yeah, Jason, the ride is not listed as open. And of course they kept telling us, just watch the app. Once it shows a wait time, then it's open, and that's not entirely accurate. And thanks again to Robert D for the super chats. I've basically been standing in one spot since 7:30 this morning, just waiting for the attraction to open. And that's how the company can afford to pay us to do things like that and bring you coverage when it opens. Things like super chats, viewing the website, WDWNT.com. Always reading it. That's our bread and butter, is the website. That's what we do. So the more you can read that, check out the homepage for the news, share it with your friends. Jordan, I did. Thankfully, I remembered to throw a snack in my bag. I was really expecting it to open this morning, just with how well things went yesterday. And then there's a dessert somewhere we wanted to get in review. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have some dessert for lunch. Sherry, yes, we will show the whole ride, and my goal, technology withstanding, is to ride it and then get back in line and give you guys a second ride on it, just to make this more worthwhile. Yeah, thankfully, Danielle, I don't like marshmallow, so I was not looking forward to that one. We are getting closer. So this is all Astro Q here with the metal bars. So the only thing left for us is just this little section of chain up here, and then we will be heading up the speed ramp. And then over here we have what? Paging Mr. Morrow and Jackie. I know we have a lot of fans that are your fans. So,
How many
hello.
times did you go on?
This is my first ever, so I'm with WDWNT. And I'm just a fill-in because I happen to be here. So, figuring this whole thing out.
Nice. Oh, it's so fun.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Nate, we'll see you on Pressing Issues tonight.
yes.
Yeah, be in the chat. I know, I see you there.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, just pressured Nate into being in the chat for Pressing Issues tonight. I know you guys are big fans of his, or at least from what I've seen. Got a lot of crossover fans. Nothing wrong with that. We can share. Right. It's getting close. Carol vloggers have been maybe like 1%. A lot of the people riding are just regular old guests. Now, granted, we're all riding several times, but most everybody is your standard issue guest, just here for the fun of it. And of course, yesterday was Dapper Day here at the Magic Kingdom. Today it's at Epcot, but you'll still see some people who, for whatever reason, Park Pass availability, all that, are dressed up a little nicer today. Oh yeah, there's that squeak. Am I dappered out? No, I look like trash. I dress for comfort. Yeah, we are close. Can you guys taste it? If so, that's probably a symptom of a larger issue you should get checked out. Sherry, I can tell you already, there's not really anything new. Other than, as Juniper pointed out, the trains should not crash into each other. Apparently a function that hasn't yet been added to the Skyliner. Lady Sienna, I don't know what gets people excited, so maybe that is exciting. All right, we're next, so you can see their staggering guests going up. Social distancing markers are on the side, because that wouldn't go so well on the rubber of the ramp. All right, and off we go. So, big gaps like this are not going to result in optimal loading of the trains. One. Thank you. There you can see we got a lot of empty cars there. But they'll get that figured out. It's the first day. They'll get this more efficient. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, still no dancing allowed for your safety. The one upgrade I thought we might get would be a flat screen TV there. Not so much. But I'm kind of glad they kept that old TV there. What's the dirt on the seat? It's just dirt. Dirt and tears. They definitely did not refurbish the car.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland. Along the way, you can preview many of the exciting places you want to be sure to enjoy today while visiting this land of tomorrow. It's the perfect vehicle for people watching. So keep your eyes peeled. You never know what you might see.
Wow, thank you, Robert.
And now, Tomorrowland Transit Authority proudly presents Progress City, Walt Disney's dream for an experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Progress City was the inspiration for Epcot, and many of its forward-thinking ideas have been realized throughout Walt Disney World. If your future includes shopping, then you'll want to visit Star Traders, where you'll find the greatest gifts from around the galaxy. At the Tomorrowland Speedway, put the pedal to the metal and speed towards the checkered flag in your very own race car. Young or old, this is your chance to drive in the fast lane without worrying about getting a speeding ticket.
Oh, it's man and child who didn't know the PeopleMover was open. And two women who didn't know the PeopleMover was open. Followed by woman and child who didn't know the PeopleMover was open.
Remember to one of the main wonders of our world, Space Mountain. Blast off on a high-speed outer space adventure in a completely different cosmos.
to confirm your flight to the moon.
Welcome back to Tomorrowland. Be sure to visit Space Mountain while you're here for an adventure that's out of this world. Space Mountain. All of us. Outer space adventure. Adventure, hop on board the Astro Orbiter. Pilot your own spacecraft as you take a spin around the planet and ascend to otherworldly heights. We're now approaching Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Inside this rotating theater, 4 families welcome you into their homes of yesterday and today, starting way back at the turn of the 20th century. First presented at the New York World's Fair, this legendary circular theater celebrates the progress that has made our lives better. It's a perfect reminder that there's always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Space Rangers, this is Buzz Lightyear. Report to your Star Cruiser and join me on this daring space mission. I can see you on Emperor's Earth.
As an honorary Space Ranger, you'll use your own personal laser cannon to save the entire galaxy. Monsters Incorporated, so drop in and join Mike Wazowski and all his pals at Monsters Incorporated Lounge Floor. Share the fun.
Yeah, very good. Keep it moving. We're on a tight schedule here.
As we approach the Tomorrowland Transit Authority station, our Grand Circle tour is coming to an end, but not to a stop, because this transportation system never stops.
except for like 13 months when it stopped.
Thank you for joining us on Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Stepping away from the car. And please keep your arms away from the doors and remain seated until the doors slide open automatically. Step
Hello, thank you.
with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. And please keep your arms away from the doors
Ooh, that's
and remain
bright.
seated until the doors slide open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. And please keep your arms away from the doors and remain seated until the doors slide open automatically.
Alright, oh, nope, don't do that. Yeah, I think they left the laugh floor stuff in there. Whether or not they intend to reopen laugh floor, now's not the time for them to mute that audio and create a bunch of questions and speculation about that. And somebody asked about disability access. I'm not disabled, so I can't really say how easy or hard. What I can tell you is you transfer down here. So like if you have an ECV, you park it down here and then you walk or stand up the ramp to get up to the ride. So there's some walking involved. It's not a direct transfer to the attraction like it would be for others. I'm not sure which ones are like that, but you do need to be able to walk like a good, I don't know, 50 feet to be able to get on it. It is not my gimbal. Eric gave it to me this morning. I don't know what it is, what brand, what model. Barely figured out which end was up. Alright, well, the line's gotten slightly shorter. I wouldn't say meaningfully shorter, but it's slightly shorter. Eric gave me a crash course, and I guess now I'm just winging it. So yeah, the manager pulled out this sign at like 2 o'clock and started walking out with it, and we're like, oh my God. Jordan, I can be. Will I? I don't know. And somebody just asked a question that why the wait time's not showing up on the app? Because whoever's responsible for that didn't press that button today. They might not work weekends, so maybe tomorrow. As a reminder, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I feel like we have a handful of new folks in here. We do live streams on this channel and on the entertainment channel, WDWNT.tv. Oh yeah, speaking of super chats, let me try to get to the last one from Robert. Well, I don't know that I have that ability. Oh, yeah, see, that was... That's me trying to touch the screen. All right, so it was a very large super chat for Robert D. Sorry, I just didn't read it because we were on the ride, but thank you for your support. We really appreciate that. Hey, if we only go sideways once today, we'll count that as a win. Oh yeah, 3 a.m. closings. It's gonna be a while on that. How long is the wait? They don't have it posted on the sign, but they've been saying about 30 minutes. It was going to, not to the entrance of Tomorrowland, but once you get to the plaza area from the normal entrance at the hub, they were saying 30 minutes. That was before they reconfigured this. So I'd say it's about 30 minutes still from the cool ship, give or take.
Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, lengthwise it's not terribly long, but it just doesn't move that fast. They've got this guy over here on the stage. Apparently that's Buzz Aldrin. I don't know. And so you'll see with this train coming by, it's what looks like two parties seated together, but really that's a large party. If you do have a large party, they'll put you in adjacent cars, just like any other attraction. If you're in the same party, they're not going to space you out. Sure they would if you ask, but... Yeah, Penguin maybe on Friday. Maybe they reinstalled it during the closure. You never know. That's it seems crazy. It's 5 days until Disneyland reopens. It's gotten kind of overshadowed by all this stuff over here and PeopleMover especially, but a little more of the world will be right when that opens on Friday. Of course, we will be there. We'll be doing some live streams as well. Tom, Disneyland opens on Friday.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Parade Tour. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland. Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Parade Tour. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland.
Yeah, they are very empty. On average, I'd say maybe they're boarding or loading one out of every 3 cars. All right, I'm gonna plug in my phone because it looks like it's getting low. Sorry for whatever occurs.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Parade Tour. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland.
Sherry, it's still a pretty bumpy ride, so I don't think they really did anything with the tracks. Anything they've done in the last year would have had to do, I guess, with technology and magnets and sensors and things like that, but not so much to any mechanicals. Certainly not the ride vehicles themselves. They're still in rough shape, but it's part of the charm, we'll call it.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Parade Tour. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland. Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Parade Tour. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand circle tour of Tomorrowland.
You guys have PeopleMover line? Okay, we're trying to figure out where that one is and then Astro Orbiter. I think Astro Orbiter starts like inside, like
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Parade Tour. Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your grand
That was
circle
bad.
tour of Tomorrowland.
Yeah, it seems to have gotten mad about the charging cable. I know all the streamers say, "Ah, no, we got to plug in the phone," and yeah, it seems to not be a good thing.
We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland.
And the line gets a little messy here. Nobody really knows what's going on. Like you do if you're in the line, but if you're not, you just think it's a crowd of people. So again, I imagine they'll have this a little more figured out tomorrow, or hopefully by the end of the week. We've got masking tape lines down here. Sherry, you might think so, but I think they've been very careful with spending any money they don't have to for the most part. I mean, from a time standpoint, yeah, it would make sense to do anything that needs to be done when you've got that much downtime. But for all we know, it was just as much a surprise to them as it was to us every time they had to delay the opening. So we really don't know one way or the other. We never will. You know, they'll probably never tell us what the issues were and why it kept getting pushed back. Piece of yellow tape up there, though. I wonder what that means. Jordan, we'll see how the battery situation goes and the time situation. Yeah, Robert, the good old days were when PeopleMover was a walk-on all the time. I mean, Tomorrowland used to be a different thing. You had Space Mountain, Carousel of Progress, Astro Orbiter, PeopleMover, but then you also had Alien Encounter, Delta Dream Flight, and the Timekeeper. So you had a ton of options over here, and of course crowds were smaller. There were more options. The good old days. Well, okay, Jack, I'm supposed to be running that tonight because Jason's out here, so we have a guest host. I kind of forgot about that actually now that I've been streaming. So I live about an hour away from the park, so I got to try to figure out this time thing. So, and then just for reference, if you have some kind of pass to skip the line, this is where you come to this little walk up, and they put you right in the turnstile there. What was Jordan's question? I don't know. It went away. Parks every day? No, I really only work on the weekends as far as in the parks. Alright, so they might have figured this out a little bit, having two totally separate people handing this one for the, again, for whatever it is. I don't know if they're issuing gas passes yet. I have yet to see a sign-up station. That he might be the sign-up guy. Yeah, it seems like it might be moving a little quicker now that they've split duties, which hopefully means more of these cars getting loaded. Age rigger, probably not. I think this is one of those attractions that it's probably not worth their effort, and they might damage the ride vehicles worse than they already are. Yeah, a lot of days this Astro Orbiter ride would get to like 30, 40, sometimes 50 minutes, and today, I mean, it looks like maybe 10. As soon as PeopleMover opened, everybody lost their interest in Astro Orbiter, or they just don't know how to get into it. Well, I mean, you're distance enough if they skip a car in between groups, but otherwise you're just about back to back with somebody. So if you turned around and they turned around, you'd be just about making out. Yes, please tenderly caress the like button for the PeopleMover. We need more likes. Now I understand why people are always asking for likes. You just want more. I have this many and I want more. Right, we're getting close. Yeah, they've definitely improved the speed of this, splitting out 2 cast members and having one person focus on sending people up the speed ramp. So just in the 2 hours they've been open, they're starting to figure it out, and it's going to get quicker. Oop. Yeah, Allison, I wasn't on the stream. I think this is what you call desperation. Or something. There we go. I was selected for my unique quality of being inside the park. One, yep. Catherine, you're killing it with this flow. Yep. Oh, and now the ramp's not moving, so I guess they decided to. That's probably actually better. So the first time I got on it, right when it opened, we had a little bit of a jam at the end of the ramp because it was moving. They may have already decided it's better to just keep it off, because then people can space themselves and it doesn't turn into I Love Lucy, where people just get dumped onto each other. Doesn't work too well in a pandemic. So again, they're figuring it out. It's going to be a learning experience today, maybe for the next few days, but you're getting it.
Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your trip. Please step carefully onto the
If you can see anything in there, any good things?
For your safety, remain seated throughout your
Yeah,
journey.
these are getting a lot more consistently loaded.
Relax inside your car. Please supervise your children. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your trip.
Oh, they bumped.
Thank you. Have fun.
Hello again.
All right, I'm gonna put you right there.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Go for it. Watch your step, huh?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, and we're on.
Please step carefully onto the moving platform and step into the
Ooh,
car.
somebody's calling me. That's not.
Remain seated throughout your journey.
It's not
Keeping
good.
your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside your car. And please supervise your children. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your trip. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuida a sus niños. Gracias. Please step carefully onto the moving platform. Then step into the car.
Your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back and relax and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland. Along the way, you can preview many of the exciting places you'll want to be sure to enjoy today while visiting this land of tomorrow. The PeopleMover is the perfect vehicle for people watching. So keep your eyes peeled. You never know who you might see.
Yeah, I'm going on repeat, Allison. I think this is my fifth or sixth time. Thank you again, Robert. I'll talk over the ride this time.
And now, Tomorrowland Transit
It's old news now.
presents Progress City, Walt Disney's dream for an experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Progress City was the inspiration for Epcot, and many of its forward-thinking ideas have been realized throughout Walt Disney World. If your future is
Sorry, the struggle is real for the focus. I don't know how to fix it.
Where you'll find the greatest goods from around the galaxy. At the Tomorrowland Speedway, put the pedal to the metal and speed towards the checkered flag in your very own race car. Yellow.
Oh, we're teenagers who are too hip for the PeopleMover.
Without worrying about the
Dad and son don't know the PeopleMover's open. We've got, a whole group full of people who have disappointed their families and friends by not being on the PeopleMover. This couple, well, they look like they're having fun. Good for them. And somewhere here, a bunch of bad drivers that are going really slow. That's why it's empty. Here we have a copy of a ride from China. Tron Light Cycle Run. Be opening here in 2025. Budgets permitting.
We're now entering one of the real wonders of our world, Space Mountain. Blast off on a high-speed outer space adventure and careen through the cosmos.
Confirm your flight to the moon.
Former RCA dog is down there. Can't see him. Oh, there he is. Saw him. Yeah, I know it would be a good Tomorrowland redesign. The old Tomorrowland.
Welcome back to Tomorrowland. Be sure to visit Space Mountain while you're here for an adventure that's out of this world.
Interesting. Ooh, train track? No, couldn't get it. This thing's too slow. You fools, why are you on Speedway? Failure.
For a different high-flying adventure, hop on board the Astro Orbiter. Pilot your own spacecraft as you take a spin around the planet and ascend to otherworldly heights. We're now approaching Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Inside this rotating theater, full families welcome you into their homes of yesterday and today, starting way back at the turn of the 20th century. First presented at the New York World's Fair, this legendary circular theater celebrates the progress that has made our lives better. It's a perfect reminder that there's always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Space Rangers, this is Buzz Lightyear. Report to your star cruiser and join me on this daring space mission against the evil Emperor's order.
As an honorary Space Ranger, you'll use your own personal laser cannon to save the entire galaxy. Monsters Incorporated, so drop in and join Mike Wazowski and all his pals at Monsters Incorporated platform. Share the fun.
Yeah, very good. Keep it moving. We're on a tight schedule here.
As we approach the Tomorrowland Transit Authority station, our Grand Circle tour is coming to an end, but not to a stop, because this transportation system never stops. Thank you for joining us on Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
And we're back.
And remain seated until the doors slide open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep your arms away from the doors and remain seated until the doors slide open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep your arms away from the doors and remain seated until the doors slide open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep your arms away from the doors and remain seated until the doors slide open automatically.
When it's really slow, they'll let you stay on and re-ride, but that is not right now. Sorry, I had to plug the phone in. Oh, there's that sound. Yeah, at this point I wouldn't even ask, because you should fully expect to get shot down. Basically, if there's a line, I wouldn't ask, and I certainly wouldn't expect them to allow it. Ooh, it's so bright. I'll see where the line's at. I don't know that a third's gonna be feasible, but we'll check it out. Cleaning up cool ship. Looks like half trash and half really nice. Yeah, it's gotten slightly shorter, but I don't think that's gonna work. We'll wander around though. Let's see if we can find Sunny. We're gonna have to creep on him through the window. I'm not gonna try to fight to get into that restaurant. So if anybody is joining us right now, we did 2 rides on the PeopleMover, so you're welcome to rewind and get it. Sorry, I haven't even finished doing my actual job here today. Like, I haven't set foot in Emporium. You know, what if there's a new Loungefly back there? We need to know. We also have a full ride through that I did a little bit earlier. It's embedded in our post about the PeopleMover reopening. It'll also be made public on the YouTube channel pretty soon. I'll do that as soon as I get off this live stream. So you can rewatch it as many times as you want. You can know in your heart that I'm the one who videoed it. You can just make some wisecracking comments as you watch it, and it's essentially the same experience. Oh, it's already public. Well, there you go. I was like strategically waiting to say it so you guys wouldn't leave and go watch that. Right, Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. I think it was 2 weeks ago on News Tonight. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago they did drawings of what Cosmic Ray looks like. That was pretty amusing. I was amused. It was comical. Oh, cool. Thank you. We'll pop in. Well, since we're just going to creep on Sunny real quick. I think this is on the Billboard Top 100. I don't know. I don't keep track of music. Hey-oh. All right. All right, we'll do a lap around the park because that's what I need to do for the remainder of my job. So we'll keep the stream going while we do that. Won't do any other rides because they almost definitely would lag terribly. Because I really don't know what I'm doing with this. But please, if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up, the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the website, WDWNT.com. Watch all of our shows. There's thousands of them in the catalog. Watch every single one. It can be chronological, alphabetically. It's your call. Ooh. This Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. A lot of people are waiting an hour for that like 45-second ride in a barrel. I don't know. Not a big mine train fan. It's a good attraction, but I don't get why this many years later it still has like a 7,000 hour line every day. Actually, I do. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is basically social media. It's just popular for being popular. It's the Kardashians of attractions. Ooh, Storybook Treats, now available on mobile order. Along with 2 other restaurants in the Magic Kingdom. You want to know which ones? Go to the website. Read about it. We got it there. Oh yeah, 7. I guess I'm supposed to do that. Friar's Nook. Also mobile order. See, they've been working on the carousel with 2 R's, redoing some of that gold. You can see some fresh gold there. And then what is actually just a 2D printing. That's not actually 3D, that one in the middle there. The turrets on the castle do have ribbons. There's the castle. You can't tell at all how the ribbons are attached to the turrets. It's like they just hover. Oop. That's not right. Let's get to like 800 likes. I don't know why we're aiming low. 300. Did 2 rides of the PeopleMover. On the black market, those are worth like 360 likes a piece. Got Fantasy Fair. Good for ears. It was already here. There's no new ears. Sorry. Spoiler alert. And a bunch of other stuff. Oh my god. PhilharMagic's getting outrun. Then It's a Small World, all lowercase. Yeah, Brian. Same exchange rate as unicorns to leprechauns. Peter Pan's Flight. Still doesn't have a proper sign. So I'm basically doing like my reporter work with you guys, and these are the things I think about. Like, oh, sign's not back. That's only been gone for 2 months. Bunch of scrim and scaffolding. That's only been there for 3 months. Main Street train station. That's only been covered up for like 6 months now. See, and I'd say I'm like Tom in some of these things, except for me, it's not like, why isn't this done? It's more of like I don't get it. I try to understand things. So like this Tangled area, they've changed out like half the banners and they redid the paint. But it's been like a month and a half since they changed the banners that got changed. Why haven't they done like the last 20? I don't know. I don't get it. Seems like it would be more efficient to kind of just get it all done at once, but They gotta go the other way for Memento Mori. Yeah, enough with the COVID talk. I don't know how to ban people on here, but I'll figure it out. Today's about the People Mover.
Actually, you know what? We're gonna hang tight right on my feet here just for a couple moments. We're on a little bare bone. Oh, where y'all traveling from?
North Carolina.
Cool deal. Whereabouts in North Carolina?
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Yeah,
Nice.
very fun.
Very, very cool.
Oh, line for Haunted Mansion is
Yeah.
incredibly short. Can't see what the wait time is, but it's like nearly a walk-on. See, that's why you need the People Mover open. You need more Omni Mover. Well, it's not an Omni Mover, but you need more things that are relaxing so people have an
Any
option.
other part? Y'all did? Epcot? How was it?
It was really nice, yeah. A lot of the Dapper Day people were there.
Yes, yes. I got some pals hopping over here. Usually it's like MK yesterday, Epcot today after that.
Yeah.
And then, as they do, probably sometime in November or August around there.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. It was my first half of the day on stage getting to see everyone dressed up.
Oh, wow.
I absolutely love it.
Thank you, Kate.
So much.
Yep, everybody just make sure you like an odd number of times.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm normally a backstage role in entertainment, so I'm costume and cosmetology here. So I get to see everyone who's like, I hate this. I'm like, I can tell when it looks so good. I love it. I love it.
Ooh, I just noticed that on the Peter Pan side over at Columbia Harbor House. We have a janky little time measurement. That's something. Hello.
Sir.
Doing well, thank you.
I'm on it.
Oh wow, stuff. Looks like they've restocked some shirts. No, it looks like they reorganized a little bit since. Wallpaper stuff. It's the best pattern. Gargoyles, they were out of these for a few months and now they have shelves of them. That's really how it goes. They under order initially and then over order for the next batch. And they never go away. Yeah, the other problem with the Haunted Mansion is you can't really see anything. Like they had made the stairs really bright, and then I guess they decided they were too bright and they made them nearly black. Not black, but not lit. And we here at WDWNT have a policy of always getting it lit. I don't know, that's what the kids say. You can get a credit card here. It's a $300 statement credit now. So I don't know, it's $300, not bad. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Liberty Square Riverboat has one of the best water fountains. It's really cold water for some reason, so if you bring your water bottle, yeah, Magic Kingdom doesn't have any bottle filling stations, so you have to use the fountain. That's a good one. The Trio in Tomorrowland by Carousel of Progress also served us well today. So, 4 stars for those. Now in Frontierland. We're leaving Liberty Square. That brown trail in the middle, that's actually gravy. You know, us here in the South, we like our biscuits and gravy. Yeah, I don't ever use Disney Wi-Fi. I'll turn it off just to be safe, but yeah, I don't use their junk. No Wi-Fi? Nope, not on Wi-Fi. Sorry, I'm going back, trying to read the messages. I don't know how to actually see on here if it's lagging, so I'll just keep talking to myself. Yeah, checking for pins. And ears. You get a very limited ear selection. computer. Yeah, magic bands, yeah. Country Bear magic bands. Adventureland magic bands. All your magic band needs. Oh no, no problem. Stuff. Got all those AirPod cases, but they don't have the Wilderness Explorers one.
Thank you.
And nothing new in the pin department. So thanks for joining us. We are here on Take Your Audience to Work Day. It's kind of like Take Your Child to Work Day, except that if you guys get arrested, I have no obligation to bail you out. You are on your own. Splash. Splash is probably where the long line is. What's the temperature? I don't know. I would check a weather app. It's going to know better than I do. Maybe 80 something. Ooh, thought that Huck Finn sign said something different for a second. Sherry, yeah, you don't get free ones if you're staying at a hotel. There's a boat. It's like a train, but on the water. Makes the same sound. Tom Sawyer Island, 35 minutes from this point, and nobody's in line. That math doesn't work. 45 for Big Thunder. This is now live streaming wait times, demonstrating my ability to read. Thank you for joining us. That boat is on a track. It wants to become a ship when it gets older. It's planning to go to school. It's on a track to success. 70 minutes for Splash. Yeah, I don't think that's 70, but that's a hard no. Also, I don't like getting wet. Yeah, I do keep extra socks in my camera bags for the disastrous day. Like last weekend at Epcot, that was bad. Last weekend or 2 weekends ago.
All I gotta know is how much.
You picked the lamp for this well.
It is, it's back there.
It's where?
Down there.
What is, you know the name of this?
Splash Mountain. Me and Joe, we are not related. I don't think. Sorry, I don't know the Mount Orleans song. I've listened to it, but I don't know the words. Eric has a special level of talent and musical ability that most of us don't. I take the pictures. Eric writes and sings the songs. Oh, and somebody asked me earlier my favorite attraction here. Probably Haunted Mansion. But I don't know. The more I go on it now, like, as a middle-aged adult, I'm kind of like, it's not as good as I guess romanticized it as a child. So I still like the idea of it, but the attraction itself, not quite as much. More like the branding, call it that. Adventureland. I'm gonna get yelled at when the stream is over. I'll be like, this was the least entertaining thing. You should have just stayed on the PeopleMover. But I feel like if 295 of you are watching, that's your own fault. Oh, Kate, I don't really care for it. That's probably like of everything. If you ask me what I find to be the most overrated, I think I would say Jungle Cruise. I just don't find that it has a lot of rewritability. The cast does really well. The skippers. Yeah, merch. Lounge flies. Be stylish. Here's the awful new pair of clothing. A for effort, but D for execution. Yeah, if the skippers could go off script, I think that would be a whole nother thing. But it's like, really, if you write it, you're just getting a combination of the jokes you already know. You may not know exactly which ones you're getting. Favorite to photograph. Yeah, we'll turn this into Q&A with Kevin because I can answer questions. It's a lot easier than having to try to be interesting. Well, we don't ride attractions a lot as part of the job. And then if I'm here as not part of the job, then I'm probably not really concerned with taking any photos on attractions. But to try to actually give an answer, Haunted Mansion is hard because it's so dark. That's the enemy of any photographer, is darkness. Yeah, that girl had super Rapunzel hair. But what else is here? I think Splash is pretty good, actually, because you've got those outdoor scenes and the indoor ones are still decently lit. You've got a lot of cool details like Tiny Bridge and things like that. If you would, please give us a like for nonsensical rambling and randomly pointing at an electronic device you don't really know how to work at random things.
It's a real short week.
Magic carpets. They're not actually magic. They're on purple steel beams. Yeah, 30 minutes for Jungle Cruise. That's really not that bad. Gucci. Gucci.
Hey there, if you want me, I need to be around my crew. What's the bus?
Sunshine Tree Terrace. Now mobile order. Do I like Dole Whips? Yeah, they're solid. Not a big sweets person, so most of these cupcakes or whatnot, when we get them, or if I get them, it's not as joyous as it looks.
This bridge isn't super wide, but the Tomorrowland one is like double the width of it. So Disney knew that most people automatically go right when walking in somewhere. So then you get like a horde of people going that way.
Get that, we got free VIP tour tips.
Yeah, that's
JoJo? I don't know what a JoJo is. Like Casey and JoJo? Oh yeah, I saw somebody mention it. She got the bow in the hair. I think I read that. Bow in the hair girl. I don't know. I don't keep up with pop culture or culture. Yeah, people, so I don't know. Is that a person? Yeah, hi person. Nice to see you.
Here's your option to come back. Ready? Yeah.
I told some of our other staff members this week we were talking about movies, and I didn't know who, what is it, Tafiti? I guess from Moana. I didn't know what character that was when I was looking for this pin. I'm like, yeah, the last Disney movie I saw was the original Toy Story. Like, I'm just not a Disney movie person. Now, I did think about it afterwards. I've seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, so those are, I guess the last Disney animated movie was the original Toy Story. So I've had to learn most of the characters just for merchandise purposes, but I haven't really watched the movies. All right, we'll pop back into Tomorrowland real quick. We're gonna call it a day. And maybe I'll make it home in time for pressing issues. Yeah, I should manage, so I can make wise, cracking comments in the chat there. Looks like it's still running. So I know who Anna and Elsa are, and the weirdest thing with them is I don't know, it was like 6 months ago at Epcot, somebody called them Elsa and Anna. Like not calling the wrong person but they said Elsa and Anna in that order, and it just sounds wrong. You can't call them Elsa and Anna, they're Anna and Elsa. Oh, there's the water train again. Empty cars. Catherine must not be at the turnstile. Yeah, Stitch and Lilo, you can't do that. It's disgraceful. Like, I'm not going to tell people how to live their lives, but I will tell them what not to do. Don't call them Stitch and Lilo. Casual 13-month refurb. Yep. You know, in fairness, it was only like a 9-month refurb and then 4 months of just being closed. What's up, and holla at JoJo in case she watches the stream later. She's going to be very unimpressed. I didn't know who she was. Sorry, JoJo. Please like and subscribe, JoJo. Let's see. Trying to look at the time. 6:03. Yeah, we got to pull the plug on this, so we'll head back to the hub. Merchant of Venus may or may not ever reopen. We've got to post about that. Still trying to get to those 800 likes in the next 2 minutes, if we can manage that somehow. Rhonda, we did the Wedway PeopleMover 2 times earlier. I am strapped for time and my phone's probably gonna die soon. That's a lie, I have battery. I won't make that excuse. But you can rewind and watch it, and then we also have a full ride through without annoying commentary on the YouTube page as well. Posters. Never forget the posters. So I don't know if you know, but this bridge is about twice as wide as the Adventureland one, because people tend to go to the right. That's just a little inside secret I wanted to share with you. Oh, we didn't look at it, but the crane is still back there. Walls are still up around it. I just said something reconnecting. Might have lagged, I don't know. Whoa, I don't know anything about a VIP tour. That was something from my own brain, you know, Pete Carney style. Get all these fun facts. They sit there. We had PeopleMover duck earlier. Ooh, and if you need any water, fans, got this nice little stand set up. Guess that's convenient. They also sell like the glowy things too for the nighttime spectacular that doesn't happen. All right, so that's going to be it. Thank you guys for joining us today on the PeopleMover. If you missed it, rewind. We wrote it twice, I think. Twice. We've got the full ride through on the channel as well, depending which version you like. You know, if you want to do the recorded version and put AC/DC's Back in Black over it, that'd probably be fun. I don't know. We'll try that later. But hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Watch Pressing Issues tonight. I think it's at 8. Might be 8:30 if I get home late, but it'll be on eventually. Visit the website. Oh, lady. This lady.
Coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth.
You took away the hand washing stations.
And maintain physical distancing.
Can't wash hands anymore.
Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. Yeah, this lady. And she's not even, you know, she's like a fake British because she says stationary. British people don't say that. They say stationary. So she's some kind of poser. It's fake. Anyways, as I was saying, before they tried to protect my health and safety, make sure to like and subscribe. Watch the videos. We've got the entertainment channel, WDWNT.tv. or WDW Entertainment. I'm sorry, WDWNT Entertainment. If you want to search for it here on YouTube, we've got a bunch of stuff. Join WIGS, patreon.com/WDWNT. For only some number of dollars a month, you get stuff. I don't know all the levels off the top of my head. So for some number of dollars per month, you get stuff. The more dollars, the more stuff. And it's all good stuff from what I'm told. And there's going to be more stuff as the post shows go away. I know post shows are a thing. Post shows at $7, yeah. There's going to be new stuff coming out to replace some of the post shows that aren't happening as part of like News Tonight being off as we load up the new studio. So stay tuned for that. Go to patreon.com/WDWNT and sign up to get the things for $4. That's the transaction. Somebody asked something about Spike the Bee. I don't know nothing about Spike the Bee. I know Mike the Bee, but not Spike the Bee. So I can't help with that. I can't play any videos on this thing. So thank you again for joining. Appreciate the lights. Thank you, Robert D, for all the super chats and for everybody else who donated as well. Helps us keep these things going and keep us sane, all that fun stuff. So yeah, thanks for joining. Again, Pressing Issues tonight at 8-ish. Be sure to join us, come chat. We have a guest host tonight. I don't know if it's been announced, so I won't spoil the surprise. But it is not Jason Diffendahl, and I think we have 5 people on the panel. So it'll be a little bit of an interesting experience and a little bit different. And I'm just going to keep rambling instead of actually ending the stream. No. Oh, David, how dare you? David spoiled the surprise about David. Must be a David thing. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. Tune in tonight, and then check out our other shows during the week. Thank you all. And if this doesn't end and I say bad things, just pretend it didn't happen. Thank you.